How many times have you arrived at the courts only to find your friends already in the game? You grab your paddle and jump right in. But that's not ideal. Taking just 5 minutes to warm up can help you perform better and significantly reduce the risk of injury. Let me show you the quick warm-up routine I always do before stepping on the court. First, remember not to stretch a cold body. The first thing I do when I get to the courts is a light jog around to elevate my heart rate and start breathing a bit heavier. You might remember this from gym class, often referred to as suicides. This drill not only keeps my heart rate up, but it also stretches my legs, particularly the hamstrings, each time I bend down. Since pickleball involves a lot of lateral movement, it's important to warm up those muscles too. Shuffling is a great way to do this. I like to wrap up this part of my warm-up with a drill called karaoke. It keeps my body warming up while engaging my brain with its more complex movements. Now that your heart rate is up, it's time for some dynamic stretching. This means using movement while stretching, no static holds like we used to do. We save that for after the game. Here are a few dynamic stretches that I do, and I've created a little routine to make it easier to remember. Let's start with the hips. Raise one leg and rotate it out to the side. This is also great for balance, which can be a challenge as we get older. If you're having trouble balancing, you can hold on to something like the pickleball net, which is about the perfect height. After rotating one leg in each direction, switch to the other leg. Next, let's work on the knees. Stand on one foot and draw circles with your knee. The movement is small and comes from the knee joint itself. Do about 10 on each side in both directions. Now down to the ankles. Again, standing on one foot, rotate your ankle in both directions. If balancing is difficult, try spreading your toes to help stabilize yourself. Let's move up to the torso, as there's a lot of twisting involved in pickleball. Start gently, especially if you have a history of back issues. Stand with your feet flat and twist your torso back and forth. As your body loosens up, let the twist flow more freely through your back. Next, it's time to warm up the arms. With arms straight out, lift and lower them from the shoulder, focusing on movement within the shoulder joint. Do this about 10 times. Then rotate your arms with thumbs up and thumbs down motions, followed by opening your hands like a jar, twisting your arms back and forth. Now for a swimmer stretch. You've probably seen swimmers do this before a race. Swing your arms in front of your body, rounding out your back as you hug yourself. Follow that with arm circles, going both forward and backward. Lastly, we can't forget about the neck. Gently roll your neck around in both directions, being careful not to overdo it. At this point, I like to pause and ask myself if there's any other part of my body that feels like it needs a bit more stretching. If so, I'll spend another minute or two focusing on that area before I get ready to play. Most of us play pickleball in the morning for a variety of reasons. But did you know that research shows we're more prone to injury when playing early because our body temperature is lower? So, do me a favor, leave a comment below, and promise me that from now on, you won't rush onto the court and start playing without warming up first. Just 5 minutes of warming up will make a big difference, and your body will thank you for it.